Hey guys, it's Jess. Thank you so much for all of the love on this image. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Truthfully, I am not a Photoshop pro, but I got really bored during the pandemic and decided to play around with some of my favorite images and some of my favorite shoots. So this was a really awesome shoot, and I love these two separate images. So I've got the, classic intimate close-up image and the wide angle, and I just thought those two would merge together really well, and they did. So I got a number of you guys asking me to share how I do the merging in Photoshop, so I just wanted to share the way that I go about it. So what you're going to do is get both images into the same frame. So we'll just pull this one into the other one. So just click, get the select tool, click, drag into, drag into the other one, and then bring back in, and it drops it down. Now we're just going to kind of move it around, get it where we want it, line it all up. I think right about there feels good. And actually I want this sky image on the background, like I want it to be the back layer. So I'm just going to drag it down. So now we default see this close-up image. Then what I'm going to do is put a layer mask on. Make sure that the brushes are set up so we have the white as the foreground and the dark as the background. Then we're going to go to the gradient tool. Make sure it's set for linear. So there's all these options here. Linear is the first one. And this is where it's kind of weird. You just have to sort of feel it out, and you can try over and over and over again until it looks how you like it. But you just click and drag, and you're going to choose a location where you sort of want the merge to happen. So I really want to see them dancing here. So I'm going to choose this area where his hand is, where I know they're dancing. I'll just try that. See, so it sort of did the opposite of what I wanted. So I'm going to try. That's closer. So essentially I'm just trying over and over again. And as you experiment, you'll see that if you drag down, you get the focus on the sky. If you pull up, you get the focus on them. So I'm going to try this maybe. Oh, there, that's much closer to what I want. So I started kind of right at their feet where I want this transition to happen. And I pull up. And you'll notice the further I pull up, the more the transition flows upwards. So if I don't want it too much on her face, then I don't want to pull up too far. So maybe go right to her chin. Maybe a little more. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, I like that. I like how it kind of flows together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush tool to do the rest, to reveal areas that I want to be revealed and to conceal areas that I want to be concealed. So I'm going to select the brush tool. And right now we're on a layer mask on the main image, the image of just the two of them close up. So anything that I want to conceal from that image, I'm going to do black. So in this case, I want the two of them dancing really small to really pop. So I'm going to conceal the top image off of them. I want my brush to be a little bigger. I want opacity to be a little lower because I want it to feel subtle. And then I'll just sort of paint that off of them and make them really pop. I'll kind of take it a little off the trees. Maybe that was too much. But I can sort of just paint off the trees and make things really pop. Kind of darken it down here if I want the trees to pop. But that's pretty close. This one was super easy to do. And anywhere else where I want to reveal and conceal, I can do that with the paintbrush, but I think this is pretty good. All right, I hope this was super helpful. Again, I'm totally not a pro, but if you guys have questions about how I did this, I'm happy to walk you through or, share any knowledge that I have. So feel free to hit me up if this was helpful.